What is up, everybody? We are back for another episode of Guys Gotta Eat. Made possible by the Cult of Con. That's you guys. I'm Con Man, and thank you for being here. Today we're doing something local. I have no idea if this place is a franchise or if this is the only one in the world. I've done zero research. Getting off work, long day. Guys gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? So we're stopping off at a place called Teriyaki, and it's funny, I was asking my coworkers for inspiration. I was like, where am I eating after work? And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, I need a suggestion for what I'm eating after work. And of course, they did not come up with anything, so I decided to do a little Google search, and as I was exploring through, I was like, oh, Teriyaki, and one of my coworkers said, Teriyaki is better than Joy Teriyaki, and I have had the Joy Teriyaki before, not on this channel, but in this area. And the Joy Teriyaki is okay. But when I heard that KC Teriyaki was better, I decided I would take a look. And so what we got today was the chicken breast bowl. And let's go ahead and take a look. It actually looks really pretty. I'm sure you guys have had these kind of hole-in-the-wall teriyaki joints before. We've got a rice bed underneath a teriyaki sauced chicken breast patty here. I don't know exactly, what you would call it. A chicken breast? I don't know. But yeah, it looks really good, and obviously it's been a long day for me. I am super hungry. I thought about just diving into it as it is, but they gave me a little bit of an extra sauce, and I think I'm just gonna douse it in the extra sauce because I like this sauce and I like to keep it saucy. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, I've got the worst location ever today. Usually I just try to bring this stuff home or try to put myself somewhere I'm like out of the way. And I'm backed up against this little foresty area right here thinking, oh, it's no big deal. There's nobody over here. And just to my left, I don't want to say anything. I'm not going to look over there. But just to my left, there's some stranger sitting in a minivan. And they are I don't know if they're on something or what's going on over there, but I'm trying really hard not to look because I know that if you make eye contact, sometimes that's is basically the same as inviting the vampire into your house. So I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just gonna not look. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. But dang, dude, this chicken's looking good and it smells good too. They say that 60% or more of taste is actually smell. I don't know if that's true. I don't know who they are that says that. But we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna believe that. We're gonna have good wishful thinking, optimism. I like to try to be optimistic if I can, honestly, this look good. It's there's something about it. I like stuff that's uniform. Each strip of this is a perfectly chopped piece of chicken. They're all the same. So let's go. Let's try it out. There's no time like the present. Yum. Let's try a couple bites here. Really let it sink in. Well, I certainly made it easy on myself, didn't I? I decided on the simplest, most generic menu item ever from a teriyaki restaurant, and I chose one of the simplest cookie cutter formulas of food, right? These little teriyaki joints are all over the place. You can find them in every city across the country. There's kind of this basic formula to how it's done. You can either get noodles or rice. I just took this as it comes. It's rice patty underneath the protein of your choice. There was a few options, but playing it safe, went for some chicken breast here. So far, so good. Let's have one more bite and then we'll talk numbers and data and all that good stuff. Again, I know, it's I kind of cheated, right? I made it so easy on myself, and even on them with such a simple ask, right? It's not a complicated lunch or dinner, I guess, depending on the time of day, like right in that mid period right now. Definitely not a complicated thing in terms of like preparation or the total number of ingredients. You know, there's like carrots in there and stuff. A few different things, but sometimes the key is simplicity. You know, today I just didn't know what I wanted to eat. I wanted something that was simple, something that was easy. And obviously, I'm really hungry. And I think that level of hunger can affect your mind. You know, it might make you think something's better than it is. So going with something simple really refines it down to a basic, simple science. Is this something good? And so when we talk about what's good, what's not good, I usually do like 5 points for the delivery, the presentation, the location, the customer service, and then we look at the other half, and it's a score out of 10, right? And that other half is purely the flavor and everything. So if we talk about the delivery, it's like, what can I say? It's like they gave us the classic takeout foam. You don't get a lot of foam these days, so that's kind of cool. Foam tray, plastic fork, you get one napkin. But overall, I mean, it's like I said, it's simplicity, and sometimes simplicity is bliss. A single cup of the teriyaki sauce, but it was enough to give my whole chicken a bath and to just get that sauce flavor up, and that actually helped really bring this thing together. I think that sauce is necessary. The packaging was good. They're right here at this little, you know, what you want to call it, like a strip mall kind of thing that's next to the Fred Meyer here. So it's a central location, really easy to get to. Nice large parking lot that wraps around the whole Fred Meyer. So plenty of room, plenty of places to park, even if you want to just like hide in the corner and eat your food, like what I'm doing today. So no complaints there either. They were totally nice to me. You know, I have to say, it's pretty authentic. Everyone in there is some sort of an Asian worker. I can imagine that they must be, you know, this is family food right here. You know what I mean? Like, there were recipes that are house recipes that were stuff that I probably couldn't even pronounce. So there's authenticity as well. It's not like it's just, oh, it's teriyaki and it's run by me. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, my ancestors and their teriyaki recipes. I don't even know the origin of teriyaki. What I will say is that I felt welcomed. They were friendly, and I feel like the quality of this is really good. Like, they really did a good job preparing this. And, you know, I always say you can taste the love in food. And I believe that this restaurant is run and owned by people who take pride in what they do. So that all gives us a 5 out of 5 for our delivery here. So right on, KC Teriyaki. So far, so good, right? When it comes to the actual food, you know, I was like, I'm not a harsh critic, as you know. I give a lot of credit where credit is due, and I think I give a lot of leeway even where something might not even be that good. And I say, hey, if a guy's gotta eat, a guy's gotta eat. And if it's not horrible, I'm pretty satisfied with it. What makes it suck? Poor service, hard to get to, too much money. And if we're gonna talk about money, I didn't even pay that much for this. I think this was like $12, and that's the premium with the chicken breast. And it's a heavy, full-size meal that I am starving to get to. So let me just go ahead and wrap this up by saying the quality of the chicken is great. It's cooked all the way, but it's cooked properly. They did an excellent job with the char. There's like a, I don't know what you would even call it. Maybe the char is the right word, but the chicken is tender and juicy. It's not overcooked. It's not blackened in the sense that it's been cooked too long, but that it's been cooked properly in a smoky way. It has that delicious smoky flavor. The teriyaki sauce is really cooked in and marinade. I'm assuming they must marinate these pieces of chicken before they cook them up. And really great. The rice, obviously, how do you screw up rice? But I've had it before. The rice they did was great. Soft, sticky rice, just the way you expect and hope it to be, with some extra little zing in there. There was some carrots and some other, like, you know, shaved vegetable pieces that just to kind of tie it all together profile-wise. But my opinion of it is that it's great. I mean, like I said, these teriyaki places are kind of generic, that you can find them all over the place, but there are hits and misses. My opinion is that KC Teriyaki is a hit. If you're looking for just that classic takeout teriyaki fare, or maybe even just want to sit in, they have a decent little lobby in there. I'm going to go ahead and say, because, you know, it is what it is, I don't think a 10 exists, and if it does, I just haven't gotten there yet, but I'm going to go ahead and give KC Teriyaki a 9 out of 10. Highly recommend. If you got a hankering for some teriyaki, stop in at KC Teriyaki and give it a try. I recommend it. With that being said, I just want to give a special shout out to all of our supporters on patreon.com/thecultofcon. We have some amazing supporters here, so I just want to give a shout out to you guys. And I also want to say, if you are interested in supporting this channel financially, helping me get more meals, trying more things, maybe traveling to farther places to try perhaps some of the more famed locations around the United States. Maybe that's pie in the sky idea, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll see something like that happen. If you are interested in helping to support that, go on over to the Cult of Con at patreon.com/thecultofcon and consider becoming a financial supporter. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. This has been another episode of Guys Gotta Eat, and if you don't mind, I'm about to tear into this food and finish it off. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Take it easy.